Hello, children. Today we are going to see about the chapter Life Processes Respiration Part 1. Okay. Now, introduction of respiration. Okay. So, we need energy to walk, run, climb, wash clothes, cook food, etc. Yes or no? In our daily life, we need energy to do all those things. Yes? Good. Even when we are talking, eating, reading, writing, or sleeping, energy is required. Yes or no? Yes. So, we need some energy to do all those things. Okay. So, and our body processes like digestion of food, beating of heart, and movement of ribs and diaphragm during breathing, etc. This all will place inside our body also need some energy for do this work or for their working. Understood? Okay. In fact, we need energy to perform all the activities which maintain our life and also to do work. We get this energy from the food which we eat. Yes or no, children? Yes. So, what are the now we are having food three times: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and in between also we are drinking some water or coffee or tea or whatever it is, or health drink, whatever. It is very useful for our body. So, these foods are giving energy to do all those things. Yes or no? Yes. So, the food has stored energy. Okay, the food has stored energy. The stored energy of food is released slowly during the process of respiration, which takes place inside our body all the time. Even when we are sleeping also, okay, this stored food is released slowly. Okay, we need for sleeping also we need some energy. Understood? This is this energy which is utilized in carrying out various life processes and doing our work like walking, jumping, sleeping, thinking, etc. Okay, children? Yes. Respiration is essential because it provides us energy from the food which we eat and digest. Okay, why the respiration is important? It is very important. Why? Because it is providing us energy from what we are having food. No, from that which we eat and digest. From that we are getting energy. Okay, so all the living organisms need respire to get energy from food required for their survival. Not only human beings, even all the animals. For example, dog, cat, birds, animals, etc. Okay, children. Many times we see our parents insisting that we should eat food regularly. Yes or no? Yes, even complaints also will come when the parents teachers meeting. If we are keeping in our school, all the parents, most of the 90% parents will tell, ma'am, please you tell, ma'am, they are not eating food properly. Morning breakfast they are skipping, they are not at all eating properly, ma'am. Please you guide them like this. Yes or no? Yes. Why? This is because food is like a fuel of for our body which provide us energy. For example, now bike, car, they are with the help of diesel or petrol or CNG gas they are using. Okay, the bike is running from one place to another, the bike is moving from one place to another. Like that, the food is a fuel. Okay, food is the fuel for our body to give energy or to provide us energy to maintain our life and stay healthy. Understood, children? So we have to have healthy food, not junk food, children. Healthy food, vegetables, fruits, milk. Okay, like this. Good. Now it is not only the human beings who need energy, all other animals and plants also require energy. Yes or no? So the plants also need energy. How? Otherwise it cannot prepare their own food properly. No, if the plant's not healthy, how the plant will give food for us? Yes, so all the animals, even all the organisms need some energy. Okay, so we will now discuss the process of respiration and how it provides energy to human beings, other animals, as well as plants. Shall we see now? Yes. Let us study about detailing respiration. Okay, so what is mean by respiration? The process of releasing energy from food is called respiration. So already I told you all the organisms, even the plants and animals require energy for performing various activities and maintaining their life. Isn't it? Yes. So this energy is obtained by the breakdown of digested food during the process of respiration. The breakdown of digested food. Okay, during the process of respiration. Okay, so this is a food. Okay, children. So here what we learn, the energy is obtained by the breakdown of digested food during the process of respiration. Yes or no? During the process of respiration. Okay, now you see. The process of respiration involves taking in oxygen with the help of air into the cells. Our body is made up of cells. Okay, so taking in oxygen into the cells. Okay, using it for releasing energy by burning food, by burning food, and then eliminating the waste product like carbon dioxide, water, and energy. Understood? So here the waste products are water and carbon dioxide. Understood? So the food is oxidized, means the food glucose is oxidized, means what? React with oxygen and we are getting energy, and the end product or the waste materials like carbon dioxide and water, they are releasing or they are eliminating. Understood? So the most living things need oxygen of air to obtain energy from food, isn't it? Yes. So this oxygen react with food like glucose present in our body cells and burns them slowly to release energy. Do not burn very fast. It's a chemical process, no? It will burn very slowly. Okay, children. This energy used by the living things for our various activities. The process of respiration can be written like this. Okay. Glucose plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. Understood? So glucose means that is food item. How we are getting oxygen? From air. Understood? Okay. So during respiration, the energy rich food like glucose, this glucose is broken down by oxygen into carbon dioxide and water, and energy is released. Understood? See, this is a cell. This is a cell. Okay, this is a cell. Now, food. This is oxygen. This is food. Okay, means glucose. Okay, inside the cell only. After that, waste materials like carbon dioxide and water vapor will come out, plus we will get energy. Understood, children? Okay. Okay. See here, this energy is used up by the organism, even plants also, animals also. In fact, respiration is a kind of slow burning or slow combustion. Okay, burning. So it is a slow burn. It's not fast reaction. It is a slow chemical reaction or slow combustion. Okay. So here it is a kind of slow burning of food at ordinary temperature to produce energy. Okay, it is a slow process and the food gets burned and we will get energy. Okay, so during respiration this oxygen is taken and carbon dioxide given out. Yes or no? With the help of our nose. Okay, our respiratory organ is lungs. We have pair of lungs. Pair means what? Two lungs. Yes or no? Two lung we have. We have two lung. Pair means two. Okay, so here this during the respiration time we are taking oxygen in and we are releasing carbon dioxide out, isn't it? Yes. So this the process of respiration taken in oxygen and carbon dioxide out. Correct? Isn't it? Correct? No. So here the process of respiration involves the exchange of gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Understood? So two kinds of gases involved for the respiration. What are the two kinds of gases? One is carbon dioxide, another one is oxygen. Understood, children? Yes. So here the process of respiration in the reverse of photosynthesis. It will be present in only plants. Yes or no? Yes. What the plants are doing during the photosynthesis means process. Photosynthesis time what it will prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis and it will release the oxygen. It will take carbon dioxide to prepare food. Understood? So this material it will take for preparing food and it will release oxygen. Understood? This is because photosynthesis is making of food like glucose by absorbing sunlight energy, whereas respiration in the breaking of food to release energy. Understood? So during photosynthesis, what happening? During photosynthesis, the plants are taking carbon dioxide. Okay, they are taking carbon dioxide and they are releasing oxygen. Okay, but animals, what they are doing? They are taking oxygen and they are releasing carbon dioxide. Understood, children? Yes. So here, the respiration in the breaking of food to release energy. Okay. And we have two main parts in the process of respiration. We have two main parts in the respiration. What are the two main parts? What are the two main parts? Yes, one is breathing. Okay. Another one is breathing means what? Taking in oxygen, taking in oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. Yes or no? Yes. Here, using with oxygen in the cells of the organism for releasing energy from food. So these are the two main parts present inside the respiration. Okay. Then the process of breathing consists of two steps. Okay. This breathing consists of two steps. One is inhalation, another one is exhalation. Inhalation or inspiration or expiration. Okay. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, so these are the two main steps involving in breathing. Understood, children? So during inhalation, what happen? The air will go inside our body or inside our lungs from the atmosphere. And exhalation time, what happened? During exhalation, what happened? The impure air means the carbon dioxide will come out or release from the lungs. These are the two main steps involving in the breathing. Understood? Next one is phases of respiration in human beings. Phases of respiration in human beings. Okay. So what are the phases? First one is breathing. Second one is tissue respiration. Third one is cellular or internal respiration. So here breathing time, already I told you, it is a physical process, it is not a chemical process. Because with the help of nose or nostrils we are taking oxygen from the atmosphere. Yes or no? And we are releasing the carbon dioxide outside of from the body or inside from the lungs. Understood? Here tissue respiration means it is a process to release oxygen and pick up carbon dioxide between blood capillaries and body tissues. So already we are taking in oxygen, it mixed with our cells, no? Yes or no? It will go inside the cells only. By the time what happen? It will be present. Okay, the release oxygen and pick up carbon dioxide between our blood capillaries and body tissues. That is called as tissue respiration. And cellular respiration or internal respiration, it is a chemical process. It will take place inside the cytoplasm or mitochondria. Understood? So here only mainly it takes place in the animals and all mitochondria, where glucose is oxidized to release energy. Understood? Now we are going to see about differences between respiration and breathing. Okay, so what are the differences between respiration and breathing? Respiration means what? It liberates energy. Okay, it will react with oxygen. The food react with oxygen and we will get energy. But breathing is not a, it will not liberate energy. We are taking oxygen in and we are releasing carbon dioxide out. Okay, and it involves every living cell of the body. Respiration involves, our body is having lot of cells, no? The tissues. Group of cells are called as tissues. Group of tissues are called as organ. Group of organs are called as organ system. Group of organ systems are called as organism and organism. Yes or no? Yes. So it involves only every living cell of the body. But breathing does not involve every living cell of the body. And it is a chemical process, it is a physical process. Understood? Next we are going to see about types of respiration. So we have two types of respiration, that is aerobic respiration, another one is anaerobic respiration. Understood? Here what is mean by aerobic respiration? First one. So before that, respiration usually takes place in the presence of oxygen or air. Yes or no? So this respiration can, however, also takes place in the absence of oxygen of air. Okay, so the respiration can happen presence of oxygen and absence of oxygen through it is very rare. Absence of oxygen will be very rare. Okay, this means that breakdown of food like glucose to release energy can occur in the presence of oxygen as well as in the absence of oxygens. Understood? On the basis of this, we can be divided into two types of respiration. What are the two types? Aerobic and anaerobic respiration. What is meant by air? Air means what? Air. AER means air. Blows means life. So anaerobic respiration. So here what is meant by anaerobic respiration? Here the respiration which uses oxygen is called anaerobic respiration. Okay, the anaerobic respiration takes place with the help of oxygen. Understood? In other word, we can say that when the breakdown of glucose food occurs with the help of oxygen, it is called aerobic respiration. Okay, with the help of oxygen. So the aerobic respiration means what? So what is mean by aerobic respiration? The glucose, what we are having, no, that glucose food occurs with the use of oxygen. The use of oxygen is called aerobic respiration. Presence of oxygen or use of oxygen. Understood? So, in aerobic respiration, the glucose food is completely broken down into carbon dioxide. It is a complete process. Okay, the what we are having, no, that food only. That food is completely broken down into carbon dioxide, water, and energy. Okay, so this in aerobic respiration, the glucose food is completely broken down into carbon dioxide, water, with the use of oxygen. With the use of oxygen. Understood? And energy is released. And energy is released. So the breaking down of food during aerobic respiration can be represented by means of word equation as follows. So this is a word equation. Understood? This is a word equation. Glucose plus oxygen. It is in the mitochondria, and the eliminating products are carbon dioxide, water plus energy. Understood? And how the food stored energy with like ATP. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. ATP means what? Adenosine triphosphate. So the food is getting fully completely breaking down. No, so 38 ATP. Understood? 1 mole is equal to 1 mole food is equal to 38 ATP. Adenosine triphosphate. Understood? This is the food is getting completely broken down. So only we are getting full amount of energy. Understood? Next one is anaerobic respiration. So what is the meaning of anaerobic respiration? It is a opposite of aerobic respiration. Understood? It is opposite of aerobic respiration. So it takes place in the absence of oxygen. That is presence of oxygen. This is absence of oxygen. And it is not such an efficient process and not much energy is released. Here only few amounts of energy is released. But the process is used by some organisms such as yeast and some bacteria, etc. In the emergency situations in our muscle cells also, we can find out the anaerobic respiration. Understood? So anaerobic respiration in word equation we can say that glucose to in the yeast cell, the glucose, absence of oxygen, and we are getting ethanol plus carbon dioxide plus energy. In our muscle cells, the glucose is converted with a lack of oxygen, lactic acid and energy will release. Okay. So, what is meant by yeast, children? What is meant by yeast cell? Yeast cell is a single celled organism. Okay, it is a only one single means single cell organism. In this, actually, that yeast is a single cell fungus. Okay, so it is used to make alcoholic drinks such as wine, beer, etc., and bread, puffs. Okay, baking items. Okay, so this happens for how it will know the yeast respires anaerobically, and during this process, yeast converts glucose into alcohol. Okay, so only in the fermentation and all they are using yeast. Fermentation they are using for the beer production, wine production. Okay, there and all they are using this yeast. Understood? So here because it is it will respire anaerobically. Okay, and so only it will convert the glucose into alcohol. It will convert alcohol means ethanol also we can say. Okay, alcohol or ethanol. And yeast is therefore used to industry to make alcohol. This alcohol is used in making wine or beer or any other things. Okay, so here in the and anaerobic respiration in yeast also produce carbon dioxide. Okay, so in bread making we can see the bread small hole like structure, isn't it? Yes. In bread making, the carbon dioxide produced by yeast makes the bread rise. It becomes sponge. No? Yes. So that's the or anaerobic respiration in yeast is used to make alcohol like wine, beer, bread, etc. Okay, so the anaerobic respiration produces much less energy because only partial breakdown of glucose occurs in anaerobic respiration. Partial means what? Half. Partial means what? Half. That is fully, completely breakdown. Here, only partially breakdown of glucose occurs in the anaerobic respiration in the absence of oxygen. Understood? Clear? Yes. So the products of the partial breakdown of glucose or alcohol and carbon dioxide or ethanol and carbon dioxide and energy is released only 2 ATP. There 38 ATP. Here only 2 partial food is getting breakdown. Yes or no? So here only 2 ATP energy will release. Understood? In muscle cells we can see that. See, we human beings normally obtain energy by aerobic respiration. Under, but some certain conditions, okay, we need some extra energy. Okay, for example, what? Um, that also can take space in our muscles for a short time. Yes or no? When the oxygen gets used up faster in our muscle cells than can be supplied by blood, then the temporary deficiency of oxygen occurs in the muscle cells. For example, our body, when we are doing exercise or when we are walking, when we are running fast, okay, our weightlifting or cycling or something, okay, that time we need anaerobic respiration. Our muscles need a lot of energy. Yes or no? By the time this energy will, so that time it produce more energy. Our muscles need more oxygen, so only the that time the anaerobic respiration will happen. Okay, so here Here what happened, the oxygen through blood is limited and hence insufficient. Under this condition what will happen, immediately our muscles cramps, then we will get little pain also. Yes or no? So the anaerobic respiration takes place in our muscle cells during any vigorous physical activity when oxygen gets used up faster in the muscle cells than can be supplied by the blood. Understood? So when we are doing work, we need some energy. Here we are not getting because we are doing fast all those things, weightlifting or running or walking. We need some extra energy. By the time only this anaerobic respiration will help us. So when anaerobic respiration takes place in our muscle cells, in the absence of oxygen, the glucose breaks down partially. Partially, the glucose break down partially. Bashim is half. Okay, it will release lactic acid plus energy. Okay, some energy, some extra 2 ATP energy, only very less. This extra energy help us in doing hard physical exercises. Understood? Okay. The breaking down of glucose during anaerobic respiration in muscle cell to release energy can be represented by a VAD equation like this. Glucose, okay, no oxygen means lack of oxygen and lactic acid plus energy will release. Understood? Okay. So here, the anaerobic respiration by muscles brings about partial breakdown of glucose respire anaerobically. Yes or no? So here what happened? The lactic acid accumulates in the muscle cell. So their legs. Okay, our we are running means in our legs. There only we need for running we need more energy. So it will the lactic acid accumulate in the muscle cells. So the accumulation of lactic acid in the muscle causes muscle cramps. Cramps means what? You'll feel like on type of pain. Yes or no? Thus the muscle cramps occurs due to the accumulation of lactic acid muscles when the muscle respire anaerobically. Anaerobically means what? Without oxygen while doing hard physical exercise. Understood? So, we can get relief from cramps in muscles caused by heavy exercise by taking a hot water bath or massage. Okay, so the hot water bath and the massage will improve the circulation of blood in the muscles. Okay, so due to improved blood flow, the supply of oxygen to be the muscles will increase. By the time our muscles will be normal. Understood, children? Okay. So I hope all understood this topic. So next class we can see about what are the differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration and similarities between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Understood, children? Thank you.